Are you stepping on the scale every morning wondering why the numbers keep climbing, even though you're eating the exact same foods that never bothered you before? If this sounds like you, type metabolism in the comments. Today, I'm counting down the 15 foods that are secretly sabotaging your weight after 40, from bad to absolutely devastating for your metabolism. And stick around, because number 1 is hiding in almost every kitchen and could be the reason you can't lose that stubborn belly fat. Meet Sarah, a 43-year-old teacher from Ohio. Last year, she was frustrated and confused. She'd been eating the same healthy breakfast for years, whole grain cereal with skim milk and a glass of orange juice. She couldn't understand why she'd gained 20 pounds in just 18 months, especially since she was exercising more than ever. What Sarah didn't realize was that 3 of the foods on today's list were sitting right there in her breakfast bowl. Within 6 weeks of eliminating just these 3 items, she lost 12 pounds and finally started feeling like herself again. Here's what's happening in your body after 40. Your estrogen levels drop by up to 90% during this transition. This isn't just about hot flashes. Estrogen was your metabolic bodyguard, keeping inflammation low and your insulin working efficiently. When it disappears, the same foods that never caused problems suddenly become fat storage triggers. Your cells become resistant to insulin, meaning your body has to pump out more of this fat-storing hormone just to handle normal blood sugar. The foods we're about to discuss don't just add calories, they actively work against your changing metabolism, creating inflammation and hormonal chaos that makes weight loss nearly impossible. But here's the good news. Once you know which foods are working against you, you can take back control. Each food on this list contributes to the metabolic slowdown that's making you feel like your body has betrayed you. Let's dive in. 15. Canned fruit. Canned fruit might seem like a healthy choice, but it's actually working against your weight loss goals in several ways. Most canned fruits are packed in heavy syrup, which can contain up to 25 grams of added sugar per serving. That's more sugar than you'll find in a candy bar. Even fruits labeled as packed in juice often contain added sugars and preservatives that can spike your blood sugar levels. When your blood sugar spikes, your body releases insulin to bring it back down. After 40, your cells become less sensitive to insulin, which means your body has to produce more of it to do the same job. This excess insulin signals your body to store fat, particularly around your midsection. The canning process also destroys many of the vitamins and minerals that make fruit beneficial in the first place. You're getting all the sugar and calories with very little nutritional benefit. Fresh fruit contains fiber that helps slow down sugar absorption, but canned fruit often has a mushy texture that indicates the fiber has been broken down. Instead of canned fruit, choose fresh or frozen options without added sugars. Your body will thank you for the natural fiber and nutrients without the blood sugar roller coaster. 14. Whole milk. Whole milk might seem like a natural choice, but for women over 40, it can be a significant contributor to weight gain. 1 cup of whole milk contains about 150 calories and 8 grams of saturated fat. While some saturated fat is necessary for hormone production, too much can interfere with insulin function and promote inflammation. The high-calorie content in whole milk can add up quickly, especially if you're using it in coffee, cereal, or smoothies throughout the day. Many women don't realize they're consuming an extra 300 to 400 calories daily just from milk products. The saturated fat in whole milk can also worsen insulin resistance, which is already a concern for women over 40. When your cells become resistant to insulin, your body produces more of this fat-storing hormone, making weight loss extremely difficult. Consider switching to unsweetened plant-based alternatives like almond milk or oat milk, or choose low-fat dairy options if you prefer traditional milk. You'll cut calories and reduce the saturated fat load on your system. 13. Gluten-free packaged snacks. The gluten-free label has created a health halo around many processed foods that are actually worse for weight management than their traditional counterparts. Gluten-free crackers, cookies, and snack foods are often made with refined rice flour, potato starch, and tapioca starch ingredients that can spike your blood sugar even faster than wheat flour. These refined starches are quickly converted to glucose in your bloodstream, causing the same insulin response that promotes fat storage. Many gluten-free products also contain more sugar and fat than regular versions to improve their taste and texture. The lack of fiber in many gluten-free processed foods means they don't keep you satisfied, leading to overeating and frequent snacking. Your body digests these foods so quickly that you're hungry again within an hour or two. If you need to avoid gluten for medical reasons, focus on naturally gluten-free whole foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and nuts, rather than processed alternatives. 12. Dried fruit. Dried fruit is often considered a healthy snack, but it's actually a concentrated source of sugar and calories that can derail your weight loss efforts. When fruit is dried, the water is removed, but all the natural sugars remain, creating a very calorie-dense food. A quarter cup of raisins contains about 100 calories and 22 grams of sugar. That's the same amount of sugar as a small candy bar. Many commercial dried fruits also have added sugar, making them even more problematic for blood sugar control. The concentrated nature of dried fruit makes it very easy to overeat. You might easily consume the equivalent of 4 or 5 pieces of fresh fruit in a handful of dried fruit, along with all the associated calories and sugar. The lack of water in dried fruit also means it doesn't trigger the same satiety signals as fresh fruit. You can eat a large amount without feeling full, leading to excessive calorie intake. Choose fresh fruit instead, which provides the same nutrients with more fiber, water, and fewer concentrated calories. 11. Low-fat salad dressings. Low-fat salad dressings might seem like a smart choice for weight loss, but they're often loaded with sugar, high-fructose corn syrup, and artificial additives to compensate for the missing fat. These ingredients can be more harmful to your weight loss goals than the fat they're replacing. Many low-fat dressings contain more sugar per serving than regular dressings contain fat. This sugar causes blood sugar spikes that trigger insulin release and fat storage. The artificial ingredients can also disrupt your gut bacteria, which plays a crucial role in metabolism and weight management. Fat is actually important for nutrient absorption, particularly for fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K found in salad vegetables. Without adequate fat, you're not getting the full nutritional benefit from your salad. The artificial flavors and preservatives in low-fat dressings can also trigger cravings for more processed foods, making it harder to stick to healthy eating patterns. Make your own dressing with olive oil, vinegar, lemon juice, and herbs. You'll get healthy fats that support hormone production and nutrient absorption without the blood sugar disruption. 10. Fruit juice. Even 100% fruit juice is problematic for women over 40 because it delivers a concentrated dose of sugar without the fiber that would normally slow its absorption. An 8-ounce glass of orange juice contains about 21 grams of sugar, nearly the same amount as a can of soda. When you drink fruit juice, the sugar hits your bloodstream rapidly, causing a sharp spike in blood sugar and insulin. This insulin response promotes fat storage and can leave you feeling hungry and craving more sugar within a few hours. The lack of fiber in juice means it doesn't provide the satiety that whole fruit offers. You can easily drink the equivalent of 3 or 4 oranges in 1 glass of juice, consuming far more calories and sugar than you would if you ate the whole fruits. Regular fruit juice consumption has been linked to increased belly fat and insulin resistance, both of which become more problematic after 40 when your metabolism naturally slows down. Stick to whole fruits, which provide fiber, nutrients, and natural satiety signals that help prevent overeating. 9. Smoothies with multiple fruits. While smoothies can be healthy, many homemade and commercial smoothies contain multiple fruits that create a sugar bomb in liquid form. A typical smoothie with banana, mango, pineapple, and berries can contain 40 to 50 grams of sugar, even without any added sweeteners. The blending process breaks down the fiber in fruits, making their sugars more readily available for absorption. This can cause blood sugar spikes similar to drinking fruit juice, triggering insulin release and fat storage. Many people also add fruit juice, honey, or other sweeteners to smoothies, further increasing the sugar content. The liquid form means these calories don't register the same satiety signals as solid food, making it easy to consume excessive calories. Large smoothies can contain 3 to 4 servings of fruit plus added ingredients, delivering far more calories and sugar than most people realize. This can easily add 300 to 400 extra calories to your daily intake. If you enjoy smoothies, limit them to 1 serving of fruit, add protein powder and healthy fats, and include vegetables to balance the sugar content. 8. Flavored yogurts. Flavored yogurts are often marketed as healthy breakfast or snack options, but they're typically loaded with added sugars that can sabotage your weight loss efforts. A single container of flavored yogurt can contain 15 to 20 grams of added sugar. That's 4 to 5 teaspoons of sugar in what's supposed to be a healthy food. The high sugar content disrupts your gut bacteria balance, reducing beneficial microbes and increasing harmful ones. This imbalance can lead to increased inflammation, which interferes with your body's ability to burn fat efficiently. Many flavored yogurts also contain artificial colors and flavors that can trigger inflammatory responses in sensitive individuals. The artificial ingredients provide no nutritional value while potentially causing digestive issues and cravings for more processed foods. The sugar in flavored yogurt causes the same blood sugar spikes and insulin responses as other high-sugar foods, promoting fat storage particularly around around your midsection. Choose plain Greek yogurt and add your own fresh fruit, nuts, or a small amount of natural sweetener like honey. You'll get the protein benefits without the blood sugar disruption. 7. Cereals. Most breakfast cereals, even those marketed as healthy options, are made from refined grains that lack fiber and essential nutrients. The high sugar content in many cereals can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels, followed by crashes that leave you hungry and craving more food within a few hours. Even cereals that aren't obviously sweet often contain hidden sugars in the form of corn syrup, dextrose, or other sweeteners. These refined carbohydrates are quickly converted to glucose in your bloodstream, triggering insulin release and fat storage. The lack of protein and healthy fats in most cereals means they don't provide lasting satiety. You might feel full immediately after eating, but you'll likely be hungry again within 2 hours, leading to mid-morning snacking and increased calorie intake. Many cereals are also fortified with synthetic vitamins rather than providing nutrients from whole food sources. Your body doesn't absorb these synthetic nutrients as effectively as those from natural sources. Choose a breakfast with protein, healthy fats, and fiber instead, like eggs with vegetables or Greek yogurt with nuts and berries. 6. Highly processed meat alternatives. Plant-based meat alternatives like veggie burgers, meatless sausages, and vegan nuggets might seem like healthy choices, but they're often highly processed foods loaded with additives, preservatives, and inflammatory ingredients. These products typically contain refined oils like soybean oil or canola oil, which are high in omega-6 fatty acids that promote inflammation when consumed in excess. Chronic inflammation interferes with your body's ability to burn fat and can make weight loss extremely difficult. Many meat alternatives also contain high amounts of sodium to enhance flavor, which can cause water retention and bloating. The preservatives and artificial ingredients can disrupt your gut bacteria, affecting your metabolism and overall health. The processing methods used to create these products often involve high heat and chemicals that can create harmful compounds. Despite being plant-based, these foods are far from the whole, natural foods your body needs for optimal function. If you prefer plant-based proteins, choose whole food options like beans, lentils, quinoa, nuts, and seeds, rather than processed alternatives. 5. Almond milk with added cane sugar. Before we continue, if you are enjoying this video, give it a like. It tells YouTube to recommend it with more women. Subscribe or share with your friends that might need it. Almond milk has become a popular dairy alternative, but many commercial varieties contain added cane sugar that can undermine your health goals. Even unsweetened varieties often contain carrageenan and other additives that can cause digestive issues and inflammation. The added sugar in sweetened almond milk provides empty calories that spike your blood sugar without offering any nutritional benefits. These sugar spikes trigger insulin release, promoting fat storage and making weight loss more difficult. Many people don't realize they're consuming added sugar in their plant-based milk, especially when using it in coffee, cereal, or smoothies throughout the day. These hidden sugars can add up to significant calorie intake without providing satiety. The processing methods used to create shelf-stable almond milk often involve high heat that destroys beneficial nutrients. You're left with a product that's mostly water, sugar, and additives with very little nutritional value. Make your own almond milk or choose unsweetened varieties with minimal ingredients. Better yet, consider other options like coconut milk or hemp milk that provide more nutrients. 4. Snack bars and meal replacement bars. Most commercial snack bars and meal replacement bars are essentially candy bars in disguise, loaded with sugar, sugar alcohols, and artificial ingredients that can disrupt your metabolism and promote weight gain. Many bars contain high fructose corn syrup, which is particularly problematic for weight management because it doesn't trigger the same satiety signals as other sugars. You can eat these bars without feeling satisfied, leading to continued snacking and overeating. The sugar alcohols commonly used in low-sugar bars can cause digestive issues like bloating, gas, and diarrhea in many people. They can also disrupt your gut bacteria balance, which affects your metabolism and overall health. Most bars are highly processed and contain very little real food. The protein often comes from isolated protein powders rather than whole food sources, and the vitamins and minerals are synthetic rather than naturally occurring. The convenience factor of bars often leads to mindless eating and overconsumption. It's easy to eat multiple bars throughout the day without realizing you've consumed several hundred extra calories. Choose whole food snacks like nuts, seeds, or fresh fruit with nut butter instead of processed bars. 3. Artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners might seem like a smart way to reduce calories, but research shows they can actually promote weight gain and metabolic dysfunction, particularly in women over 40. These synthetic compounds can can disrupt your gut bacteria balance, reducing beneficial microbes that support healthy metabolism. An imbalanced gut microbiome is associated with increased inflammation, insulin resistance, and weight gain. Artificial sweeteners can also interfere with your body's ability to regulate blood sugar naturally. When you taste something sweet, your body prepares for incoming sugar by releasing insulin. When no real sugar arrives, this can lead to blood sugar instability and increased cravings. Many people who use artificial sweeteners report increased cravings for sweet foods overall. The intense sweetness can desensitize your taste buds, making naturally sweet foods like fruit seem less appealing and processed foods more attractive. Some studies suggest that artificial sweeteners may interfere with the hormones that regulate hunger and satiety, making it harder to recognize when you're truly full. Use natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit in moderation, or better yet, gradually reduce your overall desire for sweet foods. 2. Processed foods high in refined carbohydrates. Processed foods made with white flour, white rice, and other refined grains are particularly problematic for women over 40 because they cause rapid spikes in blood sugar and insulin levels. These refined carbohydrates have been stripped of their fiber, vitamins, and minerals during processing, leaving behind mostly starch that's quickly converted to glucose in your bloodstream. This rapid conversion causes blood sugar spikes that trigger insulin release and fat storage. The lack of fiber in refined carbohydrates means they don't provide lasting satiety. You might feel full immediately after eating, but you'll be hungry again within a few hours, leading to overeating and weight gain. Refined carbohydrates also contribute to inflammation in the body, which interferes with your metabolism and makes weight loss more difficult. Chronic inflammation is linked to insulin resistance, which becomes more common after 40. These foods often contain added sugars, unhealthy fats, and preservatives that further disrupt your metabolism and overall health. They provide calories without meaningful nutrition, contributing to weight gain without supporting your body's needs. Choose whole grains, vegetables, and other complex carbohydrates that provide fiber, nutrients, and stable blood sugar levels. 1. Foods and beverages high in added sugar. Added sugar is the #1 dietary culprit behind weight gain in women over 40, and it's hiding in more foods than you might realize. From obvious sources like sodas and candy to hidden sources like salad dressings, pasta sauces, and bread, added sugar is everywhere. When you consume added sugar, your blood sugar spikes rapidly, triggering a massive insulin response. After 40, your cells become less sensitive to insulin, meaning your body has to produce even more to bring your blood sugar back down. This excess insulin is a powerful fat storage hormone that specifically promotes belly fat accumulation. Added sugar also disrupts your hunger and satiety hormones, making it harder to recognize when you're full and easier to overeat. It triggers the release of dopamine in your brain's reward center, creating addictive-like cravings that make it difficult to stop eating sugary foods. The inflammation caused by excess sugar consumption interferes with your body's ability to burn fat efficiently. It also contributes to insulin resistance, which makes weight loss extremely difficult and increases your risk of type 2 diabetes. Sugar provides empty calories without any nutritional value, meaning you're consuming calories that don't support your body's needs for vitamins, minerals, protein, or healthy fats. This can lead to nutrient deficiencies even when you're consuming adequate calories. The American Heart Association recommends limiting added sugar to no more than 25 grams per day for women, but the average American consumes more than 3 times that amount. Reading labels and choosing whole, unprocessed foods is the best way to avoid hidden sugars. If you've made it this far, congratulations! These 15 foods aren't just random items to avoid, they're the hidden saboteurs that have been working against your body's natural ability to maintain a healthy weight after 40. Your body isn't broken, and you're not imagining the changes you're experiencing. The hormonal shifts that happen after 40 are real, and they require a different approach to nutrition than what worked in your 20s and 30s. Start small. Choose one food from this list and eliminate it for 2 weeks. Notice how your body responds. Pay attention to your energy levels, your cravings, and how your clothes fit. Let the change build from there. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every small change you make is supporting your body's ability to function optimally during this transition. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. It tells YouTube to share it with more women who need this message. Subscribe for weekly videos on menopause, nutrition, hormone balance, and smart strategies to feel like yourself again, strong, clear, and in control. And comment below, which of these 15 foods surprised you the most? I read every comment and love hearing about your experiences. You've got this, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way.